All right, folks, Anthony Special here with Hawkeye Traders. Going to be breaking down this video talking about nailing the high on crude and the low on gold live, right? So again, we always talk about hindsight's 2020. Anybody could pick a chart, look back and go, yeah, I would have bought there, I would have sold there, right? But I do this for a living, right? So in front of folks who are paying to view this, they in fact are placing trades with their own live money. Now, what do I provide? I provide the analysis, the interpretation, and the expectations based on the evidence which the market is offering. That's exactly what we provide the tools for you to do here at Hawkeye, okay? Utilizing the Hawkeye method, utilizing the Hawkeye volume, understanding price action through the Hawkeye mastery is exactly how you can do the same thing that I do, all right? So we're going to look at two markets. We're going to talk about a high that created a sell-off for basically the balance of the day, and we're going to talk about a low that created a rally for the balance of the day, both identified by volume and price action, and the Hawkeye volume is the answer to making this easy, okay? So we're gonna start here on the left. This is light sweet crude oil, okay? This is intraday trading. This is a 3-minute chart, meaning each candle is a 3-minute rotation. After the 3 minutes, it closes and a new candle opens. It will be exactly the same here for gold. So, want to talk about crude here in a very aggressive sell-off. All right, we identified this low, but super pronounced high here, okay? So we'll talk about the low very quickly. I want you to notice as we came into this 78.80 level, we were unsuccessful in pushing any lower. Notice that the volume here got very blocky, right? We had ultra high volume, but no follow through, right? We just kind of got stuck. And then we reversed, we created a base, and then we walked our way all the way up towards 80, where the volume climax occurred and the most predictable reversal that you could possibly identify happened right here, okay? Couple things transpired, right? This is all part of the Hawkeye volume package that you will get if you click the links below this video and consume the content. I want to talk about the paint bar, right? So the bars or candles are being painted in relationship to the actual volume that's being printed on the bottom. Now, our volume doesn't print green if it goes up or red if it goes down. It prints based on who's in control inside that volume. And if it prints white, it tells us that there's a balance, right? There's indecision. Buyers and sellers for that short period of time seem to be in agreement. So I want you to look here at 10:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York Seaboard time here in the States. We have this high buying volume candle with a red volume radar dot. Now, I'm going to zoom out because I want you to see that this is actually the highest volume plotted until we get all the way over here into the close of the session at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So up until that period, the entire Globex session, that was, in fact, the highest volume plotted right there. Now, a couple things transpired. We had a nice aggressive push higher. Okay, we didn't necessarily close all the way at the high, but we also printed a wide bar. What's a wide bar? A wide bar tells us that this bar is larger than in comparison to the prior bars. So it's a warning sign for a potential reversal. So I have ultra high buying volume at a high of the session with a wide bar. It's very easy for me at this point. I take all this into context and I have no follow through. What am I looking to see if the market's going to push through? Very, very simplistically, I am basically looking at this wick right here. Can the market essentially violate this wick? If the market can push through that wick, there's a pretty good chance that it could continue higher. But as you can see, this wick actually served as supply. Right? When you get ultra high volume, whether it's buying or selling, right, You should be looking at that wick, saying, okay, if price cannot push through this wick, what are the chances of us continuing higher? They're actually pretty slim, right? Wide bars are known for reversals. Ultra high buying volume with zero follow through is absolutely screams reversal. So you can see we drop, we consolidate, we actually end up closing here below the wide bar. Now this tells me it's on, like we're destined to go lower here. Make that visible for you so you can see it. Now notice that's the bottom of the wide bar, okay? I just drew a line, 79.81. Price breaks it, resistance, 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 boom. We sell off. We consolidate again. We sell off. We consolidate again. We sell off. We consolidate again. We sell off. Where do we sell off to? We push through that prior low that we reversed off of earlier in the morning. What's your target from here? There's plenty of targets you can pick along the way, and I'm an advocate for paying and protecting yourself. Meaning, as the trade goes in your favor, take profit, move your stop, let the trade keep running. Okay? Big picture, right? If we have a genuine reversal, what are we looking for? A retest of the other side. So this would be a retest of the lows. Well, that's where our candle failed to push higher, and our lows are right here from earlier. That's 131 ticks. Okay? That's $1,300 per contract traded. You have a handful of contracts or micro contracts, whatever it may be. You continue to cover as the market keeps going in your favor. But I want you to notice something. If you got short here, what's your risk? What's your risk? I get short here at the close of this bar. I'm risking, all right, so the close of the bar to the high is 5 ticks. Even if I put a little breathing room, not risking more than 10 ticks, okay? With a real life target of seeing if we could retest the lows. And again, I'm not saying don't take profit along the way. I'm just saying big failure, big reversal on the highest volume printed. It's meaningful. 130 ticks. So 10 ticks, 130, that's 13 to 1 risk reward. Massive, massive opportunity to capitalize on crude today by just simply understanding the basics of volume and price action. Hawkeye makes it super easy with the volume paint bar, with the wide bar, with who's in control in the volume down here in the bottom, and the volume radar, of course, telling us where there's high, ultra, and ultra low volume. So that's an example of a high reversal. Okay? Identified live. Okay? I took this trade myself personally, and I also know that folks that were witnessing me analyze, interpret, and provide expectations based on volume and price action evidence also took this trade. Okay? So let's now take a look here at gold futures on the right side. Okay? Inversely, big downtrend. What are we looking for? So here is our high buying volume. Notice that this selling volume is even higher at this low. We identified this wick in real time, live, as it printed, making the statement that if this wick were to hold, there is a better than not chance that we will recover and this sell-off has come to an end. Okay? So let's just see what happens. Right? Market pushes up, market pulls back. Notice, let's talk about the risk. What's the risk? All right, we always have to be aware. What are we risking? There's any trade we get into, we have to accept the fact that we are probably risking about 25 to 30 ticks on this trade. Okay? If we're wrong, 25 to 30 ticks. Now, if we're right, we had the opportunity to take profits as high as 278 ticks. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that you would have exited your position at the absolute high. All I'm saying is you had an opportunity to continue to exit your position with profit for as high as 278 ticks before the closing bell. Identified by volume and price action. Hawkeye volume here said, hey, there is excessive selling volume transpiring right here. Ultra high selling volume. When I see that, just like Crude at the top, when I saw this on gold live, I go, whether we penetrate this or not, there's a better than not chance that we will at least retrace off of this if this is not the low for the session. And folks, that's exactly what it is. Guys, I want to put this in perspective, okay? I identified these live in front of people. So there is genuine accountability. This is not hindsight 2020, oh, this is where I would have picked. No. I identified these live in front of live traders trading with live money. Okay? That's an important aspect to understand. The Crude trade I took personally. Okay? Now, I had to leave the office around 11 o'clock, so I ended up just taking what I took, and it was what it was. Had I stayed in, I would have let it run longer. Unfortunately, I had other obligations. That's life. Okay? I have to accept that that's life. But here nor there, live, not in hindsight, in front of real people that are trading real live money, this high was identified based on Hawkeye volume and price action. This low was identified live based on Hawkeye volume and Hawkeye price action. Okay? It's that simple. That's what it comes down to. Are every one of these highs and lows going to be a confirmed reversal? No, the market doesn't work like that. Okay? There's no guarantees in the market, but if you can provide an edge, which is a trade plan, including risk management, and you can do that consistently with discipline, right? You now have the opportunity, based on evidence, because you've seen it before, know that there's a chance, there's a probability that price may fall from here on Crude and may rally from here on gold. The most important thing I want you to see is Crude never retraced into this wick. Gold, again, outside of the very first candle, same thing here, very first candle, never retraced back into this wick. You hit the buy button on gold or the sell button on Crude, and price never went against you. That is how you calculate price action with great amount of precision. Is it going to work every time? No, I'm not here to mislead you. I'm here to tell you that the evidence suggests that when these ultra high buying and selling events occur at new highs or new lows, there's a chance of reversal. There's risk associated with this. Right? We're looking at about 10 ticks on crude oil, and we're looking at about 30 ticks on gold. We got 130 ticks worth of profit potential here into the prior low on crude, and we had 278 ticks to the upside on gold. Guys, if you can do this with a great deal of consistency and accuracy, you'd be surprised how often you will catch significant highs and lows that will give you the opportunity to really capitalize on big moves. So I'm always a proponent. Take profit, move your stop to break even or slightly into the profit, and then start bumping those targets out, because you never know how long a trend is going to run on for. So if you want to learn more about Hawkeye volume and price action, if you're interested in accessing the mastery courses of volume and price action, there are links below this video. I encourage you to click on them, consume the content. Feel free to reach out to myself or my Hawkeye Concierge team. I will put all that information below so that you have an opportunity to revolutionize your trading, because if you are not volume and price action focused with risk management, you're missing the big picture. And guys, you'd be surprised how many people can turn their trading around when they just simplify it. As you can see on my charts, there is price action and there is volume, because at the end of the day, that is all that matters. All right, this is Anthony Special from Hawkeye Traders. I appreciate your time today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, I ask you to like it. If you'd like to leave a comment, feel free. I will personally respond. If I or my team can do anything for you, please reach out. Okay, there's no harm in a phone call, no harm in an email, right? Like, let's see if we can help you. If we can't help you, it's okay. But we're about building relationships. We're about seeing people thrive in this industry, and if we can be part of that for you, we would love that. All right, so I'll see you in the next video. God bless, guys. Take care and be well.